All right, this has to be shorter, so I'm just gonna take this off. Okay, so the soundtrack to my life, I think it really can't be summed up in something that had been edited and like came out really nice and clean. It's pretty much like that crappy mix CD that somebody gives you that just a bunch of tracks are vomited on there and without any regard to order or theme or flow. So we'll kick it off. As a little teaser, if you will, the mix CD soundtrack of my life consists of Enigma, which I can't remember the song because I didn't particularly like it. It sounded like French whales fucking. Kenny Chesney, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. Also not a fan. Third Eye Blind's Jumper, which I didn't realize like at the age of 15 that it sucked, which, you know, whatever. And then finally, we got Q Lazarus doing Goodbye Horses, which you might remember from the hilariously awesome movie Silence of the Lambs. So without further ado, I'm 15 years old and I have my first like girlfriend like in high school, and we decide to go over her place and we start kind of like exploring ourselves. I go in and I start having her go down on me, and I'm pretty excited because I'm 15. It's kind of happy that this had happened finally because I'm a huge nerd. But she decides to put on mood music. And she puts on this CD that she just had random assortment. It was unlabeled, so I didn't know what I was getting into, I swear. And it's that Enigma song. I can't for the life of me like remember it, although somebody just did tell me, but I just want to blank that out in my mind. So I'm trying to go along with it, even though that there's this weird French world beat band going on behind me. And then I finally, like, I'm about to get over it, and then the song ends. I'm like, oh, thank God. And moving on to track 2 of my soundtrack of my life, and also track 2 of this girl's particular mix CD was Kenny Chesney, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. And as much the excitement was built up as a 15-year-old getting a blowjob, I couldn't go on with it. I'm like, what the hell is on this goddamn mix CD? And I literally stopped the blowjob at 15. I'm like, no, I'd rather not have a blowjob than listen to Kenny Chesney, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. I will not stand for this. So beggars can be choosers, ladies and gentlemen. Fast forward, I'm 16 now, and my childhood father figure just passed away. And I was going through a pretty severe depression, and I had some dark thoughts, and I was really into that Third Eye Blind album, which, again, I'm repressing the memory as to what the title is. I swear I don't know it. And then, like, really, it's just kind of like that song just kind of, like, meant a lot to me. Because I really wasn't sure, like, how to kind of go on and deal with, like, the loss of this particular, like, this monumentally important person. Which now, if I had, like, the same sense of dark humor now as if back then, if I had the same sense of, like, dark humor, I probably would have picked a better song, something like Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go. That would be hilarious. But from that, we move on to fairly recently, as I'm dating this girl, and we're about to, like, this is the second time she's coming over to my house. It's gonna be like, had like a penchant for being a little loud, shall we say? So I mean, I have roommates, as most people do, as rent is expensive, and I just throw on the TV, like just something to like just kind of drown out, like it was like background like noise, like it was probably my TV that was making all those like shrieks, and just by pure just the planets aligning into like this hilarious moment, turn on the TV to Showtime, and right as the whole killer scene in like Silence of the Lambs, as he starts putting on his lady suit and putting on his lipstick, and like the soundtrack, like the music starts coming on, and I took all I could just to keep from laughing my ass off at this whole bit. But so that's my soundtrack to my life as it is so far. Thank you.
Okay. Judges think. I think Jumper is an awesome song.